Hello friends, welcome to online learning session. I am Miss S.D. Kale, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Agricultural Economics, K.K. Wagh College of Agriculture, Nasik. In today's session, we are going to see the definitions of agricultural economics, subject matter of agricultural economics, and scope of agricultural economics one by one. First, meaning, introduction, and definition of agricultural economics. The word economics is derived from the Greek word oikonomikos, that is, oikos means household and nomos means management. That's why economics is an household management. Greek philosopher Aristotle, in his book Economica, focused that the field of economics deals with the household management. Father of economics is Adam Smith, and father of modern economics is J.M. Keynes. Wealth definition of economics. Adam Smith, in his book Wealth of Nation in 1776, defined economics an inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of a nation. Then next one is a welfare definition. The economist Alfred Marshall defines the economics on the basis of welfare. The definition is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of an individual and social action which is most closely connected with an attainment and with the use of material requisites of well-being. Leonel Robbins, opposing the Marshall's definition, put forth the definition based on the scarcity concept. Economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. According to Robbins, in this definition, ends indicate that wants and means are the resources which wants are fulfilled. Next one, growth definition. This definition is given by J.M. Keynes, which is regarded as the father of modern economics. The definition is the study of the administration of scarce resources and of the determinants of employment and income. Subject matter of economics or divisions of economics. Subject matter of economics consists of three approaches or three views, that is primitive view, traditional view and modern view. These are also called as primitive approach, traditional approach and modern approach. First one is a primitive approach. Primitive approach consists of wants, efforts and satisfaction circle sums up the subject matter of economics in the primitive view. Traditional approach. Traditional approach is the approach when there was no invention of money in the Indian economy. In this approach, there are four concepts, that is production, consumption, exchange and distribution. On these four concepts, the Indian economy or economics plays the role in the traditional era. First one is a production. Production is nothing but the creation of utility. We are producing anything, that means what we are doing, that we are creating an utility in that particular commodity or good to fetch the maximum price. That is called as production. Therefore, definition of production is nothing but creation of utility. It simply means the addition of utility. We are adding the utilities in that particular product. Next one is a consumption. It is completely opposite to the production. In production, we are creating utility, and by consuming that utility, we are destructing, or by consuming that product, we are destructing that utility what we have created in the production of that particular product. Therefore, consumption is nothing but destruction of utility. It means using up of utility. Production and consumption, these are completely opposite things. Then third one is a exchange. The word exchange of good implies transfer of good from one person to the another. Exchanges of good takes place among the group of individual, countries, markets, region and so on. Next one is a distribution. It refers to the sharing of wealth produced by the community among the agents of production. What are the agents of production? If we are sharing our wealth among that community, that is called as distribution. Then next one is a modern approach. Now we are handling our economics by this approach. In this approach there are two concepts, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. First one is a microeconomics. Microeconomics is originated from the Greek word micros, which means small. The branch of economic theory which deals with the individual income, individual wages, individual process and individual saving. Microeconomics is nothing but an individual study. It is also known as price theory. For example, theory of consumer behavior, product pricing, factor pricing, etc. And next one is a macroeconomics. This word is also originated from the Greek word macros, which means large. The branch of economic theory which deals with the aggregate study such as national income, national investment, national savings, national consumption, national employment, etc. It is also known as income theory. For example, the general price level, banking theory of income, theory of growth, etc. Then next one, scope of agricultural economics. In scope, first point is the subject matter of economics that we have already seen in the previous slide. That means primitive approach, traditional approach and modern approach. These approaches or this subject matter covers the first point in the scope of economics. Then next one is economics is the social science. Economics studies the human being as a member of a society participating in the economic activity. It does not study the human as isolated individual. He is interdependent. Thus economics is a social science. So economics is deals with only the person who are living in the society or the person who are isolated from the society. Economics does not consider that while calculating the economics. So economics is the social science. Social science is nothing but the persons who are living in the society. Economics is only associated with them. Third one, economics is the science or an art. Economics is not only a science but also an art. It is the science in its methodology and arts in its application. It has a theoretical aspect and it also have an applied science in its practical aspects. As we are know that in science there are various laws and aspects or concepts that are interdependent. If we see the syllabus of economics or content of economics, there are various laws. So economics is the science and how to apply that law in a particular situation is nothing but an art. Therefore economics is a science as well as an art. Fourth one, economics is a positive or normative science. Positive economics is concerned with what is, whereas normative economics is concerned with what ought to be. Ought to be is nothing but what you want. Therefore positive economics is concerned with what is and normative economics is concerned with what you are want. Positive economics is an objective while normative economics is a subjective. Economics is therefore both positive as well as normative science. Thank you. In this session we have seen the four definitions of economics, that is on the growth basis, welfare basis, scarcity basis and wealth basis. Then we have seen the subject matter of economics. In that we have seen primitive approach, traditional approach and modern approach, and lastly we have seen the scope of agricultural economics. In that we also seen the 4 points, that is a subject matter of economics, economics is a social science, economics is a science or art, and last one is a economics is a positive science or normative science. Thank you for your peaceful listening.